Hello everyone, it's Jay from the GamebustersUK. Welcome back to Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King. Commentary, let's play, playthrough, whatever you want to call it. So we just met Angelo putting on the moves on Jessica. He gave us a ring, which I think is in what, yeah, it was just in here, the Templars ring. A ring engraved with a religious symbol, which Angelo gave to Jessica. Now, I do believe this description changes later on, so look out for that. But anyway, Jessica was like, I don't like this guy who's like totally perving over me and, you know, trying to be all like, oh, I'm gonna charm you and, you know, ladies. Ladies is obviously a ladies' man right there, you can clearly tell. Jessica's like, no, like, no, I don't want it. I will say, this is kind of a bit of a spoiler, I suppose, for the 3DS version, because they do things differently in regards to Jessica. So if you haven't played the 3DS version or you don't know about this, it's kind of a spoiler. I mean, 3DS version's been out for a fair bit now, but even so, you might not have played it, because I know I haven't, but I know this anyway. Is that essentially they kind of have like a bit of a relationship thing in that game where you can get close to Jessica. I'm not sure how you do it exactly, but I guess like there's like maybe some extra interactions. You can get close to Jessica and get the hero to marry Jessica essentially. But yeah, so that's not how it's meant to be in the original version. I'm not sure why they added that. Maybe because they knew Jessica was popular and they're like, hey, you know, Jessica's like best waifu, you get to marry her. It's like you're actually marrying her, but marrying your waifu, but you're actually not, because it's the hero. But yeah, they did that, and I will kind of say they kind of hint. If you're nice to Jessica, there's only like a few instances where you know, she'll kind of like talk to you, and if you sort of, you know, agree and say yes and things like that, she'll be like, oh yeah, like you're really nice and stuff, but that's about it. Nothing too big that says that she starts to get interested on the hero, not really. So I'm sure they like do something else in the 3DS to be like, oh hey, you can just like interact with Jessica and, you know, try and charm her yourself, I guess, and be like, screw you, Angelo. Yeah, screw you. Anyway, I kind of want to go here, but do I want to speak to these guys? These guys totally said they were going to murder me. Oh, well, fuck it. What do you want? What? You've come to return Angelo's ring? Put it up as credit at the pub again, did he? That boy's a disgrace. Very well then. Angelo's inside. Get a move on. Oh, so you're going to let me go in, alright. Thought this was the Templars' quarters. I was not allowed to come in because you are, scum. That's probably what I would say, right? Ah, there's a little tiny little monk boy. The Templars have always used their rings as tools since long before the abbey moved to its current home in the middle of the river. Oh, so the abbey moved, eh? Apparently, they used to use them as keys of some sort back in the old days. Oh, I see. Alright, well, where's Angelo then? Where is he? We can't go in there because that's Marcello's quarters. The guy we met earlier on who was super duper nice and being like, oh, don't worry, my guards won't attack you as long as, you know, you're on my good side, so, yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. Nope, nothing here. I'll let these guys sleep, I suppose. They're resting. At this point, I actually was going to take a nap myself. I just finished work recently. Ooh, just put another medicine in. Cause I'm just making different medicines. Well, I'm not wrong. Mixing herbs together. Can we go out here? Maybe he's here. Where is he? If Marcello catches us, we might be in trouble. We'll see. We shall see. Can we go? Oh no, we can't. Okay. What's up? Can I save my data with you? I've travelled for days to ask of the wisdom of the famous abbot Francisco, but the temple refused to let me see him. I did hear there was a secret passage leading to the inside the island from some dilapidated building nearby. Okay, that's a word that I don't hear very often, that I might have never have heard of, but I just can't find the entrance to it. Just try and sneak in. That's unholy like. Hey, church puns, I guess. Don't know. Well, I think we've been everywhere pretty much. Actually, no, I've been in here. Open sesame. Whoa, nice rackles. I was gonna say weapons, but they're just spears. Nice spears. Hello, monk. Prayer and hard work, such is the life of a monk. Although there are those in the order who sneak off to the pub from time to time. Cheeky. Okay, so there's not really much to say. I just felt like talking to some random peeps. Let's go down there, because I know this is where we need to go. But I figured I'd just explore a little bit. But yeah, I'm not going to talk to it like I'm going to talk to every NPC. What is this? This looks a bit dodgy, like some sort of dungeon prison thing. This is the interrogation room. You have an interrogation room? Okay. Beyond it is the torture chamber. What kind of place is this? This is a church? Well, it's an abbey, but what? What? Is this like the goddess's defying punishment or something? Like, what the hell? Torture chamber? Used in the days of old to convert heretics to the faith? Yeah. You will join our religion. Strap them up against a post and whip them into fucking nothingness. I don't know. I better use the spike ball. No, not the spike ball. You're free to enter the interrogation room, but Captain Marcello is using the back room at the moment. Alright. I don't know why I would go in there, but nowhere else for me to go, so... Oh. Cutscene.
Well done. You managed to cause another brawl at the Simpleton pub. I hope you're proud of yourself.
News travels fast. What a fine intelligence network the Templars have.
How much more shame do you intend to bring to our abbey? You're like a curse. Yes, a filthy curse. If you hadn't been born, we'd all have been spared a lot of misery. You're nothing but a petty crook with a pretty face. It sickens me to think we share any common blood. Enough. Templar Angelo, by order of the captain, you are sentenced to a term of penitence. I'm hereby stripping you of your right to leave the abbey. You do not leave this place. Not for anything. Understood? Cross me on this, and I'll see to it that you're expelled from the order. And don't think the abbot will be able to protect you this time.
Okay. Well, that was a thing. They share common blood, eh? Well, they don't look like cousins, so I'm guessing they're brothers, eh? Interesting. And Marcello, being like the captain of the Templars, is not impressed with his antics. Alright, well, we can't go in there, so I guess we'll just leave. What else can we do? Wait. I think... Do I have to open the door first? I just want to make sure. Right? Or, no, I can't. That's what I meant to do. Okay. That's fine. And then I think we just leave, if I remember correctly. There's nowhere else for us to go. I would admit, sometimes this game is a little confusing. So... I feel like I'm doing something wrong. But yeah, there are like some instances in this game that I do feel like you do get confused, where you're just like, wait, what do I do? Where do I go? Hmm. No, I have to go back. I'm doing something wrong. I could have sworn like you leave and then like another cutscene happens. Like they leave, like Angelo just leaves and then you can talk to him. Okay, no, never mind. Huh. I guess I just had to go through and then... Yeah, okay, that triggered.
You're the people I met at the pub, right? What are you doing here?
What do you mean, what are we doing here? You told us to come. Now you can take back this stupid ring and we'll be on our way.
Oh, Jessica. Sometimes I don't think she realizes how attractive she is. Or maybe she does. Like, I feel like she does because she doesn't like it, obviously. But then at the same time, I feel like she's playing a little... Like, I love how the hero's just, like, looking at her like... Ooh? Because the hero just doesn't say anything. The hero's just like, oh, I'm just here for the ride. Yeah, sure. I just do what the lady tells me to, honestly. I don't want to get her on her bad side. Like, Jessica's just angry almost all the time. She is. You know, but yeah, like, it's fairly obvious, Jessica, that he meant you. And you alone. He wants you to come to his quarters, as it were.
My ring? Of course. I can still play that card. Listen, I've got a favor to ask.
A favor? You're kidding, right? What makes you think we'd want to help you?
Just listen, all right? There's no time to argue. Can't you feel it? Can't you feel the sinister presence in the abbey? I heard that a jester got into the abbot's residence. I'm convinced he's the source of the sinister air.
A jester, you say? Yeah, that hit Jessica immediately as soon as you said that. Funny enough, we'd seem to be chasing a jester.
A jester?
I don't know what he's planning to do, but I'm sure Abbot Francisco's life is in danger. You've got to help. I need you to get into the abbot's residence and make sure that he's all right. Thank you. I'm in your debt. Now listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. You may have seen them already, but there are some obstinate idiots guarding the bridge to the abbot's residence. You can't go that way. But if you're prepared to go the long way around, there is another way to get there. You have to leave the abbey as if you were going to Simpleton, but turn immediately left along the river. Just follow the river along, keeping the abbey in view. Keep going along the river, and you'll come to a ruin. It's the old abbey that was used before this one. There's an underground passageway leading from there to the abbot's residence. I'm afraid that's the only way. The entrance to the ruin can be opened with the Templar's ring I gave you. So you just keep hold of it, all right? Anyway, there's no time to lose. It's in your hands now. Please help the abbot.
Oh, alright. I mean... I guess as Angelo, I guess he might be a bit of a player slash charmer, or as Marcello calls him, is a petty thief with a pretty face. You know, I'm guessing they share the same father. Yeah, we'll get more backstory on those two, and just Angelo. We get backstory on a lot of. Well, to be fair, I think Jessica's chapter's kind of over in terms of her backstory. We know she's part of this like rich influential family, and you know that she was close to her brother and she recently lost him, and that's about it really. But we'll get like, I mean we kind of did get backstory for Yangus, but we do get more development into Yangus later on. So yeah, and you do get backstory for the hero, but it's like, it's post game really. You get like subtle more hints to like, oh hey, this hero might be a special type of hero. Like he's no, like as far as we know he's human, and like he seemed to be unaffected by that whole curse. So everyone's like, well, what's going on? And I'm pretty certain you don't find this out until post game. So you have to beat the final boss, and then there's post game that essentially does it. And now we're fighting just jargons on their own. At least jargons. At least got no ding dong ding-a-lings. They're not called the ding dongs, but I like to call them ding dong. Ding dong, Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong. Yeah. You know, I've never played a Donkey Kong game ever. I hear mixed opinions about the Donkey Kong Country games. Like, I think I hear some people say like they're good, they're partly good. I think some say like one's good, the other one is just kind of like, I don't know. Never played them. But then I haven't played pretty much like hardly any. Well, I would say hardly any Nintendo games. That's not true. I played Zelda and I played some Mario. That's about it. Because I didn't grow up with Nintendo. So anyway, yeah. As Angelo said, we don't want to go up here. We're gonna go along here. No, wait. Well, Simpleton is that way. Was it this way? No, it's not this way. It's before there, actually. I actually went a bit too far. It's the she slimes. Go back again. They actually run away from me quite often, so I guess I'm already to a point where they're like, I don't want to deal with this. But they're stronger than the male slimes, because we assume that if they're the she slimes, then the blue slimes are male, right? Female dominance. There you go. There you go. Yeah, here we go. Because you walk along this like riverbank here, as you can see, the Abbot Francisco's place is right there. Oh yeah, there's also one of those monsters, which I'm still ignoring. I technically don't have to, but also it just depends on like sweet. So I'm not sure what I'll be doing for when I edit things out. Like if I edit like battles out, I don't know if I'll just be like straight out doing like a transition, or whether I'll be like doing like a speed up thing. I feel like if I get a battle every like so many steps, doing transition that quickly might be a bit disorientating. So I don't know, I'll have to come up with something. I might just do like a speed up. I might be a little bit less. I don't know, speed up, speed down, speed up, speed down. Alright, so I got a 6 appeal up, which I think I might have mentioned, maybe not too sure, and got a blow kiss. And I got her whips up, so I guess I'll go for 6 appeal first. I'm not in any rush, because like I said, most of her moves, most of her magic spells, she gets normally by leveling up, and at some point she gets her magic unlocked story. So she's kind of limited right now, you know, she's an apprentice in terms of magic, I suppose. And then she gets her magic awakened, so she can actually unleash more of her magical powers. So I guess for now, because I want to show off what this game is essentially trying to do to her, you know, being like, oh hey, she's total sex appeal right here. So here you go. And I didn't even get anything for that. That was 8 points, and I didn't even get anything for that. Oh, it's him that drops the red powder. Oh, I see.